Hey, I'm Mike McClelland. We're here at Lake Lanier at the SPRO Sunline Gamakatsu Riders Conference, and everybody knows that SPRO has got pretty much the whole line of jerkbaits covered now. But one I want to talk to you about specifically today is the McRip 85. And this is a bait, you haven't seen me do a lot on just because of the places we've been, the times of the year I've had the opportunities to fish and be covered on TV. But this 85 is a special bait. This is a bait that I rely a lot on early in the season, when the fish really aren't quite on a jerkbait yet. When you hear people start talking about catching them on a shad wrap and a wiggle wart and things like that, that is when this McRip 85 really comes into play for me. When the fish are a little bit deeper, when they're out on these break lines, in 12, 15 foot of water, that's when the 85 really shines. And the reason for that is, we all call it a jerkbait. Some people refer more to this bait as a ripbait. And that's basically what the key to this bait and the differences that it has over the 95, the 110, and the 115 is this is more of a rip bait or a pull bait as I would like to consider. When I don't really know if the fish want a crankbait or a jerkbait, this is the bait I go to because you can kind of accomplish both scenarios. Whenever I'm fishing this bait, I'm going to make a long cast, and before I ever even think about twitching, pulling, jerking, I'm going to just wind this thing down like you would a crankbait. It dives good. It's got a real steep bill angle, as you can see. It dives good. It dives deep. I mean, this is a bait you can fish 8 to 11, 12 foot of water depending on the line size you throw it on. So once I get it down and I start digging it and grinding it in the gravel, the rocks, things like that, rather than twitching it and pausing it and hesitating it like I would with a normal jerkbait, I'm going to pull this bait, stop it, let it suspend, wind it a little bit like a crankbait. And that's the biggest reason that you see the color variations that we have in the McRip 85. I mean, we all know that, fish are feeding on crawfish when they're down there relating on the bottom, and that's the reason that we have this watermelon colored McRip 85, because it is a bait that you get down there and waller around and dig and grind in the rocks with. And so the next time you get ready to go fishing and you're kind of hung up, do I want to throw a crankbait? Do I want to throw a jerkbait? The SPRO McRip 85 would be a great choice in that situation.